friends, welcome to the channel, and if it's your first time here, I'm glad you're here. I'm Jasmine, and I hope you're enjoying yourself out there. So today I'm checking out another video from Sweden, and the title of this one is 10 Untranslatable Swedish Words. Let's dive right into it.
Hi guys, I hope you're having a splendid day out there. And welcome. Today we're going to go through 10 untranslatable Swedish words.
Fan sitter du och säger?
And by untranslatable, I mean a Swedish word that cannot be translated into English. Of course, there are different variants of translations into other languages, but we're talking about specifically English today. Shall we go through the list?
Yeah.
Yes. So the first word is vabba. Vabba is a verb meaning to take paid time off work to take care of your sick child. Notice paid time off. Vabba comes from the abbreviation vab, which stands for vård av barn, or care of child, and has later become a verb. I'm gonna go home and vabba today. I'll come into work, but I'm gonna still get money for it. The next word is vaska. This is a little bit of a strange word. Vaska means that you pour an expensive liquid down the sink, hence the name vaska. Sink in Swedish is vask. And to vaska is, for example, to pour a bottle of champagne into the sink to display your wealth. It's a little bit weird. I don't know how often it happens nowadays. It was a bit popular a while back for people to do that, but I really hope that this is not a thing anymore. Next word is a word I'm sure you're familiar with, and that is fika. Fika is a very Swedish word, I would say. Fika is when you have a cup of coffee and a cinnamon bun, or just take a time off to just talk with somebody. It's very difficult to translate, as you can hear. It can mean several things. It can mean having a date with somebody. It could mean just having time off work. But in most of these cases, there's gonna be coffee involved, or tea, or maybe a bun or something. Which is why we all love fika so much. The next word is also a word I think you've heard of. Lagom. And lagom is a word that means not too much and not too little. It's just perfect in the middle. And I think lagom is a word that pretty much symbolizes Sweden. We don't want to stand out. We just want to be just perfect and don't make too much noise and not too little noise. It's just lagom. It's a good word to know. The next word is löpsedel. And this is a little bit of a tricky word. Löpsedel means the front page of a newspaper that hangs outside of stores, you know, the ones that you can also call billboards. But if you do a Google search on billboards, you will also find those big billboards with the commercials on them. Löpsedel specifically means those front pages of the newspaper. So it's a bit of a tricky word, maybe perhaps not 100% not translatable, but it's still a unique word. The next word is snusa. I bet you've heard about snus. Snus is a moist tobacco that you put under your lip, your upper lip, and should not be confused with snuff, which is a dry tobacco. Att snusa means to actually put the snus under your lip. It is a very difficult word to translate. Sometimes when I talk about it in English, I realize that there is no real translation for this word, so you have to use the word snusa. Kind of talk some kind of a Swinglish variant. I don't know. It's difficult. But it's a good word to know that people use it. The next word is panta. Panta is a little bit of a tricky word as well. It basically means to recycle bottles, but you get money back for them. In Sweden, most of the cans and plastic bottles have so-called pant on them, meaning that when you recycle them, you will get a little bit of a money back just to give you something for actually recycling these bottles and not throwing them into the nature. And the act of doing this is called panta. The next word is blåsväder, and this is yet another, a bit of a tricky word. Blåsväder literally means windy weather, but is mostly used by medias to describe when something is going bad for someone or something. For example, imagine this löpsedel. Nackagubben is in blåsväder. Said a bad word on the internet. Would you have bought that newspaper? The next word is a word that I brought up earlier in one of my Swedish words of the week, and that is orka. Orka means to cope or have the energy to do something. But it's not those words entirely. It's something different. For example, you could say, "Do you orka play games with me?" No, I don't orka. The word could also be used by itself, like orka, meaning that you really don't orka. And the final word of today is harkla, which is a verb, meaning to clear your throat before, for example, having a speech, like that is to harkla. And of course, there's the translation to clear one's throat, but we actually have one word that describes this action, which is pretty interesting, actually.
Wow, this is beautiful. I learned a lot of things.
Fan sitter du och säger?
Alright guys, those were 10 untranslatable Swedish words, and I hope you learned something here today. If you want more of these untranslatable words, leave a comment down below.
Yeah, I think Swedish is going to be more simpler than the Polish language, okay? Because the Polish is a bit difficult, okay? And I learned a lot today. I learned the vodka, vaba, fika, you know, and pant, ka, to scratch your throat or to just cough a bit to prepare for a speech, you know? It's beautiful. It seems that Swedish is going to be kind of simple. So I'll soon learn how to say hi and hello in Swedish. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching and thank you for this beautiful presentation. This was really, really interesting. I learned a lot. And guys, I'll see you again.